Episode 8, just getting started. Hopefully you're all having a great day. Only 2 more questions left. I check the time. The second hand moves smoothly over the clock face, ticking the minute hand along. But it's a long answer portion of the test, so I need to take my time, be thorough, and write with very, very clear handwriting. Today, both the TA and a physics professor are present. They're not super attentive, but they do casually stroll the room as if stretching their legs, looking for cheaters. After I hand in the exam, I head to the restroom. Normally, right after class, there's a line, but because it's exams, it's empty. I'm a good test taker, but today I'm not feeling as confident as I normally do. The first semester has had me distracted from my classes, to say the least. So maybe I'm not as bouncy as I usually am after a test. I head towards the faculty mentor's office, wondering what exactly this meeting's going to be about. I head into the business sciences building. I push open the old-fashioned heavy door and step into the shiny, squeaky, linoleum-floored hall. Since Professor Lemon's office is open, I peek in to find her seated at her computer, typing furiously away at her keyboard. Without looking up, she holds up a finger to ask me to wait. Sorry, I had the faculty senate this morning, and it doesn't matter. I wanted to check in on you after your first semester in college. I shrug, wondering if her interest in me is maybe part of some sort of outreach program. I don't know, the semester was hard, but I've got a plan. I'm gonna do better next semester. She gives me a nod that looks very deliberately non-judgmental, like she's studied having the perfect nod or something. Typically, my mentees stop by my office hours more than once during the semester. I thought you'd check in more often. Well, tell her to butt out. Promised you'd do better. Say you had it under control. I didn't need to check in because I didn't need to. I've found our meetings to be sufficient. I've got it under control. I see. You didn't even check in with me about registration. No, I didn't. Confess your guilt, lie about it, act confidently. I've done my research, and online degree tracker lets me know what requirements I need to meet anyway. Another thing we need to discuss. In your first semester, you need to keep your assigned faculty mentor. After that, you can switch. Have you created a strong relationship with another faculty member? Do you want to keep me as your faculty mentor? I don't know. I do, yeah. Fantastic. Then we don't need to take any other actions at this point, do we? And another thing. Do you want to study abroad? Not all majors have programs that count towards the degree itself, so if yours doesn't... I don't know. Yes, no, I don't know. Seems expensive. I need to think about it. I never considered it. After some small talk, I leave. I'm completely overwhelmed. I'm supposed to plan out the next 4 years now? Why? Yeah, I don't get college myself. It's way too much. Plus, won't studying abroad impact any relationships or friendships I might develop on campus? But if I don't, when would I ever get the chance? Can I even afford it? Studying abroad seems like something only rich people do. But I'm at Kearney. Maybe they have special programs that can help scholarship students study abroad. Wow, this is way, way too much. I can't even think as far as Christmas. Don't worry. I can't think past, today. When I got home, Logan waves me through. The post-finals kegger is already in the progress, and even though it's only mid-afternoon, there are people who are drunk AF everywhere. I don't know how much energy I have after the exam, but I might as well attend. The party's in my own house. I can always go back upstairs if I get tired. That decided, I head upstairs to change into a cute party outfit. Because, why not? Alright, we got Disco Babe. Grunge. Go, go, gadget. Retro jumpsuit. I'm thinking grunge. Wow, the 50s called. They want their hairstyle back. Yo, I don't even stand corrected. I'm thinking punk stripe. Yeah, no, the 50s and 60s called. They really want their hair back. The white's alright. I kind of like that one. Lord help me. Alright. In between black, purple, and the white. Red's alright, but I think I'm gonna go with punk stripe. Kind of like it. Fits the outfit, why not? I gaze into the mirror and blow myself a kiss. I love this fit. I'm in love with my new aesthetic. Damn, this slaps. Drip. Simply gorgeous. Jesus Christ. Gorgeous. Simply gorgeous. You know why not? I'm careful to lock my bedroom door before I leave. Not that I ever have come back to my room to find strangers having, on my bed, but the guys have told stories. I push past people making out against the wall. Of course, the hallway bathroom where this floor is already occupied. I roll my eyes. Gotta have that slow Pam. Okay. Imagine coming to a party and, like, the guys are at least half dressed and the women just have, like, really not much besides, like, duct tape. It's weird. After I get down, I scan the room. I mean, I know the guys throw some wild parties, but this is a lot, even for them. It seems like half the sisterhood are here. At a glance, I spot several blonde Saf girls, the Orphis t-shirt, several McAllister house girls partying, soccer, rugby, volleyball too. Logan's kept the gender balance firmly in favor of the men, with about 2 girls to every guy. Several guys are kneeling and snorting coke off a girl who's lying on the sofa. There's a few girls dancing just in their bras and underwear. Some of them don't even have bras, let's be honest. Back in the downstairs bathroom, I hear chug, 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 so I bet the guys took out the funnel. Wow, this party is... it ain't fire, I'm gonna be honest with you. Practically an anthropology class. Little too... I wouldn't say wild, it's just... I joined the melee, because what else am I supposed to do? Start looking for someone I know? Probably the guys, I'll be busy. But, Janie, can you grab me an Interjex Triple Berry Twist? He waves over the cooler, so I grab him a drink. The slushy ice inside has all kinds of drinks, that's submerged in mineral water, hard lemonade, beer. I don't know, he said slushy mix and you're giving me beer or water. I tuck the cold, damp water bottle under my arm and head over to hand Logan his energy drink. Oh, I guess it's for me. Hey, thanks. My mom was wondering if you wanted to come to the Walcott Christmas party. It's not like that. She usually rents a big venue for 600, and then there are the stages and stuff, and Darlie Leon, Miles C, Big Pop are coming. Okay, well, text me the details. Hey, you ever going to get off door duty? He shrugs, miserable. I shrug back at him. I mean, although the guys are playing the numbers game, it's pretty clear why girls came here to party. Well, good luck, bruh. I wander off to search for the rest of the guys, wondering who's doing what and where. In this room, at least the window looks nice. I locate Simon in his room. Door open to let people in, and the windows open to let the smoke out. Avery's holding a joint and breathing in deep. Ask for... Do I have to? Why not? It's for you guys, right? I step into Simon's room. Several people I don't know are lying on the floor, eyes closed, listening to music over the Bluetooth speaker. A final celebration, right? Can I have a hit? Simon nods and beckons me over. Avery offers me the joint, and I don't bother sitting down. I just inhale it. The thick, pungent smoke rolls down into my lungs, causing them to clench. I cough the smoke out until my lungs stop the rebellious spasm. One good enough for you, Janie, or what another? Nah, this is good. I'm gonna wait and see how I feel. I want to be so high I can't feel my face. I go home tomorrow, you know. My parents are visiting. I wince in sympathy. I can't imagine dreading going home like Simon does. For me, Graham has always felt like a safe space. I'm so lucky. We chat for a while. Avery's nervous, too. He's worried his parents are going to be disappointed in him because he's messed up his chances with the Atwoods. The high settles in. Warm, fuzzy, relaxed. It's not intense. It's actually very subtle. But it's their sensation that sighs into my whole body. See you guys later? Well, you know where to find us. It's Jasper I find next, back in the common room. Some guys are passing a switchblade around, and I watch as someone stabs a white beer can near its base. He pops the top, presses his lips to the knife-made slit, and lets a cheap beer flood into his mouth. You want to try, Shorty? Sure, why not? You sure you got this? I raise my eyebrows at him, a controlled challenge. He smirks and hands over the knife. Stab, balancing the can, hand, knife back, pop it open. I'm not fast or practiced enough at it, and I get some on my hands as I twist the can up to my mouth. I keep my mouth open, afraid I'll cut my lips on the jagged aluminum and relax my throat so the beer can pour in. It hits my stomach like a punch. Oh yeah, look at you go. You're a pro, Janie. I crumple the can, toss it aside, and into the rest of the empties as he hoots with laughter, and then all the carbonation has its way with me. I burp. That's so cringe. Amazing. Next time, aim to get it louder. I roll my eyes at him. The knife still makes the rounds. More guys throwing empties aside. The floor's gonna be sticky. Two girls get up on the coffee table, kicking off the empties and other debris. They're not sorority girls, more like alt types. One has pink and black hair, duct tape, X's over her nipples, and it's wearing a black lace thong. The other is brunette, topless, and she is pulling the other girl in close to kiss her. The girl with pink and black hair practically purrs, rubbing up against the brunette like she wants to get off right there. They're into each other, really into each other. But there's also showing off in a you can't have me, but you don't, you want me way. The drunk guys next to me holler encouragement. Maybe it's the beer talking, but damn, I want to F them. What a power move that's tacky and it's so rad. I don't know. I really don't. I'm assuming this is just my thought process and I'm not actually going to say it out loud. So, that's tacky. By putting themselves on display like this, it seems like they're devaluing themselves in the eyes of others to become objects. It cheapens their sexuality somehow, disconnecting it from the passion, emotion, reducing it to a mere grinding. Jasper lifts up his phone, obviously wanting to take a video or something of the two girls, but being drunk and high, who knows, he drops it. Oh shit. Oh, you poor thing. I scoop it up for him. An instant reaction I'd have for anybody who dropped their phone. Sneak a peek. Why not? To my surprise, he's got spill the tea on Kearney pulled up. There are 1,000 notifications on his phone, and I see the blue button of someone about to make a post. Weird. I had no idea he was so active on social media. Do the girls even know the topless pics of them are about to be posted to the story? I shake my head, hand back his phone. Do you ask them if you could take a video? Bro, even if that's like for your private enjoyment, if you haven't asked, don't do it. It's not okay. You know, I could fire back and they're in public, but people don't like when you fire that back. Anyway, continue. He sighs and puts his phone away. Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to be a douche, okay? I don't know. I pat him on the shoulder and look around. I'm gonna find the rest of the guys now. Somewhere, you're on a twisted path. You're somewhere behind me, someone's puking. Nobody seems to notice or care. The girls are still dancing in a world of their own enjoyment. Damn, that looks fun. They don't give a shit about what people think. Not really. They're just loving it. Kinda makes me wish I could join them. I've never done anything like that before. In high school, I never even went to parties like these, and I never would have dared. But this is college, and I've changed, haven't I? I've discovered a lot more about myself, so why not? Ma, do I have to? I'm serious. Dance in your broad underwear so you too can end up on the Spill the Tea on Kearney app. Anyway, probably, who knows? Maybe it's because I'm drunk and high, but I don't have any room for doubt inside me. I just want to do it. And any notion of consequence seems like a distant voice. I can easily shut up. I strip down into my underwear like with a little shimmy that leaves Jasper open mouth with outright shock. What are you doing? Watch me and find out. You would think that she would not be wearing white, but okay. Really? I step onto the table. The sudden unexpected comedy startles both girls and is stopping, and they turn towards me. One guy in the crowd yells hoarsely, "Oh, hell yeah, lesbian threesome." A lot of other people tell him to shut up. The brunette raises her eyebrows at me, and the punk girl offers me her hand. I take her hand, let her draw me in, and start to dance. I don't care if I'm good at it or not. I'm just having fun. I'm turned on by turning the eyes on. I love being watched. Dancing is fun. Dancing is fun. I let myself fall into the music's beat. It dictates my every move. It's fast enough it feels like cardio. Quick motions that drive sweat to my skin that make my heart pound with a runner's high. The dancing's making endorphins rise up in my body, a bright, sparkling giddiness that influences every muscle fiber with a bright joy. I'm happy right now, like this. The music's beat is heavy in my body, lost in my pulse. Something that overtakes me like a meditation, only so much more fun. I let the music sink into me. I drive my emotions, and it lives in my hips and my hands. It's in me. Pure feeling. The playlist ends, the silence drops, the energy level down to a notch. Though people's voices remain raised, laughter seems loud enough to be awkward now. We hop off the table, ignoring the guys' encouraging cries, moans of disappointment, and all the other comments of spurs. It doesn't matter. The brunette tugs her punk-haired friend away, and I get the strong feeling that wherever they end up, the brunette's fingers are going to be very busy. I shrug and try to still my heavy breathing. My heart's pounding and I'm sweaty. My throat's dry. If I don't get water now, I'm gonna die. Ignoring everyone else around me, I head to the kitchen. Hopefully you got dressed on your way there. There, I grab myself a glass, fill it to the sink, and drain it about 3 times. The water fills me with a wave of relief. A noise catches my attention, someone at the back door, rattling the knob like they expect it to be locked. Seriously? It's open. God. When people get drunk, sometimes they get drunk. Come in already. Quiet muttering beyond the door, and then the door opens and a man steps in. He's not a college student. There's just no way. Late 40s, sweaty, dirty. One of his eyes is swollen like he got punched. His t-shirt's tattered, and his bare feet are bleeding. He steps forward, his hands up in a gesture of harmlessness, and begins to talk in fast Spanish. I was hoping they would do the Spanish. I'd give it a try, but alright. But I'm not about to be scared of this guy, even though he's in my house and he's scared the shit out of me by barging in. I jab a finger at his chest and stare at him sternly. What's your deal? Why are you here? Come on, I know it's not a coincidence. He taps a finger on the chest. Mi llama Carlos. Estoy buscando a Esmeralda. Ella está aquí. Oh, Carlos. You're looking for Esmeralda, right? She's not working right now. He stops. We look at each other. Neither of us seems to know what to do next, but it's my house, so it's up to me. Ask him what to do. You don't speak Spanish, so we're gonna call Grant and Tristan for help. I don't know what to do, but I get the feeling that Tristan and Grant will know, so I reach for the phone. Give me 1 second, okay? Hey, I need your help. Your relationship with Tristan strengthens. Why, what's going on? Bit busy right now, working with a financial institution. Backdoor might time out. Please, this is important. Never let it be said that you aren't Maid Marian. Of course, where are you? I'm avoiding the party, but I'm home. Grant steps into the otherwise empty kitchen. He goes on guard at the side of the middle-aged stranger. A stranger who doesn't precisely look like a university employee. Excuse me, may I ask what you're doing here? The man speaks rapid Spanish. Grant blinks and shakes his head. Mi español no es muy bueno. Por favor, hable despacio. The man nods in response. He speaks slowly, repeating Esmeralda's name several times in increasing tones of desperation and hope. Tristan comes in, his hair's mused, and he has dark circle under his eyes. The moment the guy sees him, he spouts out quick streams of Spanish. Tristan holds up his hands in a wait gesture. Then he pulls out his phone and makes the go-on spin with his wrist. As the guy starts talking again, Tristan's app translates his words into English. I'm sorry to disturb you, but I don't know where else to go. I'm Esmeralda's husband. She has a new address. Please, I've been walking for 2 days. Can I stay here? Only until Esmeralda arrives. I think we should let him stay here until she comes to work. It'll only be a few hours. But where? There's a kegger going on. Believe me, I noticed. I don't know, her office? You mean the closet? That's just rude. Esmeralda isn't my responsibility, but suddenly I feel embarrassed that her only office is, well, a walk-in closet where she stores her cleaning supplies. Tristan speaks into his app and Spanish emerges. Carlos nods. Tristan shows him to the walk-in closet and doubles as Esmeralda's office and cleaning storage. Man, we need to get her an office. The two exchange a few more phrases via the app, and then Tristan closes the door and he looks at me. You look exhausted. I am. I'm gonna head upstairs to my room. Yeah, you seem exhausted. How about we get him settled in? Yeah, I'll tell him he probably needs to steer clear of James, and I want to get him food and water. Oh god, I hadn't even thought of it. If he's been walking for only 2 days. It's okay. We got you. I'll see you in a few. I turn and leave the kitchen. Exhaustion and nervousness, like twin weights on each ankle. I walk through the common room, offering the guys passing waves, and head upstairs. I like how the upstairs is now cleared out. My phone chimes. It's Lillian. I got in. I am so excited you have no idea. Or maybe you do, but I am so excited that I get to do this. to Paris? Congratulations. I'll be there for a week in spring, but I want to prepare. My dad is, going to Paris will open up additional premium options during your trip in the next episode. My dad was going to send the jet over to this new interior decorator he likes in London anyway. He said you like travel. Do you want to come? It'd involve leaving pretty early tomorrow, but... Yes, I'll go. I'd also give her, a taste of what she was actually questioning earlier about, going overseas. Yay. Just pack the essentials. We can always do some shopping when you're there. I'm sorry about the early hour, but the chauffeur will be here to pick us up at like 5 a.m. Bet. Is that the way of saying okay nowadays? Bet. Okay. We're in my room where it's quiet. I flop down on my bed and stare at the ceiling. I pull out my phone and stare at it. Ketterling's business card tumbles out of the back of my cell phone case and skitters across the floor. Daniel Ketterling. Think about it. His personal number, huh? What a sleaze. I flip the card around in my fingers, twiddling it. How many girls does he give this stupid card to, anyway? How often do these girls actually text him? I bet he knew what was up with Sophie. I think he knew her way better than he's letting on. Or that Mosey guy, I would think. I bet Sophie had some major daddy issues. She would have texted him, and I could text him too, if I wanted. Do I, though? He'd probably make it sexual real fast. Set the business card aside. Text him and be flirty. I honestly don't know. I'm actually going to set the business card aside. No, I decide. I'm not going to. The guy is not worth my time. Not tonight, at least. I set the business card on my nightstand. I hear a tap on the door, and then I answer it. It's Tristan. Come on in. How was your first rager? How are you feeling? I'm a little stoned and drunk. She had like 1-2 beers most, but okay. Just one. Okay, it's almost like she read my mind and said one. Then I better get you to bed. I didn't have that much. Simon and Jasper I know that not all weed influences all people the same way, but it's late. Being high and tired isn't a good recipe for a great decision-making. I sigh. He's right. Unfortunately, and I guess I kinda am tired. You've had too much to drink, Janie. I was gonna ask you but it doesn't work like that. You're saying that you don't want to be with me because I'm not sober? I'm not saying that you're not sober. I have a responsibility to get you hydrated and to bed. It's the right thing to do. I sigh ruefully. He just has to be all responsible, but I guess that's in his nature as a top. Alright, I guess I'll go to bed. You have to be a top to be responsible? Okay, well, then consider me top of the world. I'm serious. He uses one of my glasses to fetch me some water from my bathroom tap, and then hands it to me. Drink it. I do, and he nods approvingly. Good girl. I'll see you in the morning, okay? And be sure to lock your door. Yes, sir. You forgot to tell him you're leaving for Paris at 5 o'clock in the morning. I do love that phrase on your lips, but not tonight, okay? He flashes me one last smile before he leaves. I am sure my door's locked, just so that no one will come in when I'm asleep. I don't want to be startled by people looking for a place to screw, or anyone else's grocer. After I brush my teeth, pack my bag for Paris, just the basics, like skincare stuff, a few other things. This way it'll be ready when I've got to leave. Outside, the party's still going on hard, though I have no doubt the cops will break it up soon, but the noise is noisy. I put a black screen, white noise video on my laptop to drown out some of the party sounds. Stuff earplugs into my ears and settle onto the bed. See, I was expecting her to dance in something like that. Not the white. Just pretending that my world is only me, peaceful, quiet, and all its vastness. See, this is why I have a fan. And all the time that sucker's on. I'm just saying. I give this one a 4. Complete the episode. Let's see our stats. 3 Princess, 3 Twisted, 2 Foxy, Diamonds! Alright, got the diamonds. So, oh yeah, day 557. So, by the way, next one is currently on hiatus until the app updates. Alright, so without further ado, thank you all for tuning in. Much love and appreciation. Please remember that if you do enjoy the work that I do, to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts, and if you enjoyed the video. Aside from that, I'll just say the following. Especially if you're here for Romance Club, thank you for being here. Pretty much, as you can see here, 4 of these are currently in development, so we've caught up on those. I know that I have not been on top of getting this stuff out, especially last month. There's been a lot going on, not just on this channel, content-wise, but also in my life, and then also, you know, I've been a little sick and hit and miss with a few things and the whole 9 yards, and just having to deal with a bunch of stuff. So do keep that in mind. I am a human being. This is a one-man channel, in which I'm doing everything. Okay, so, you know, most other content creators, you know, they may have someone who works on certain things, you know, like thumbnails or something. I have no one. I do it all myself. You know, I do the voicing, I do the reading, I do the uploading, I do everything. So do keep that in mind. So when you mix it with a bunch of other stuff, real life happens, and yeah. So please do understand. Right? I did aim to get a lot of this done a lot sooner and quicker, right? And again, I'm working on it the best I possibly can, right? For the most part, I've caught up almost entirely on Kali, right? We've only just got a few more episodes of that. Besides that, you know, yeah, I started on Solus, Arcanum, Astoria's, we've only got a couple episodes left before we're caught up until then. The app updates, Haze, we're getting there too. And then, yeah, no, these came out with the most recent update, so I just haven't done this month's for the Missing in Parallel. But aside from that, we're pretty much going to be caught up on those as well. So I'm trying to get this done in the next few days, which do keep in mind, if you're watching right now, the app update is actually going to be coming in a couple days. The devs also are releasing a brand new story with it. So it's an interesting looking thing. Already there's a bunch of people who, just based off of the trailer for it, are kind of sticking their nose up at it. The best way, because not all the trailers are awesome, right? Like, for instance, the Advent, everybody thought it was going to be Attack on Titans, right? It didn't entirely end up being Attack on Titans. It's a little different, right? The best way to put it is just check out the first couple chapters when the app updates and see if it's you know, worth it. So, hey, speaking of which, I'll be covering it. So, you know, again, come here if you're, you know, like, I don't want to waste my time. Let's go check out, you know, Locum's video. I'll be covering it. So, yay, check it out here. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Love your beautiful faces. Catch you all later. Peace out.